The teeth are warmongers if they can fight the lips and the tongues at will without any provocation. Welcome to section 3 of chapter 15 of the Holy Quran, and it begins with Psalm 26. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ صَلْصَالٍ مِنْ حَمَائٍ مَسْنُونٍ. We created man from sounding clay, from mud molded into shape. There is commentary to sounding clay, and that's 1966. 1966. Salsal. Salsal. This is the explanation of it. Dry clay, which produces a sound like pottery. Compare chapter 6, Psalm 14. Taking verses 26 and 29 together, I understand the meaning to be that man's body was formed from wet clay, molded into shape, and then dried until it could emit sound. That a semicolon, that it was then further fashioned and completed, semicolon, that into the animal form thus fashioned was breathed the spirit from God, comma, which gave it a superiority over other creation, colon, and that the order for obeisance was then given. Obeisance spelled Obeisance. Good. Now we go to 28. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي خَالِقٌ بَشَرًا مِنْ صَلْصَالٍ مِنْ حَمَائٍ مَسْنُونٍ. Behold, thy Lord said to the angels, I am about to create man from sounding clay, from mud, molded into shape. And there is 1967. Let's go to 1967. That's commentary to Psalm 27, 1967. We are told to compare chapter 700 and note 929. So viewers, you can go to it. Now, 28, which we have just read. 68 rather. 28, which you have just read, has no commentary from mud molded into clay. No commentary to read. We go to 29. فإذا سويته ونفخت فيه من روحي فقوموا فكأوا له ساجدين. فكأوا له ساجدين. When I have finished him, into brackets, in due portion, when I finish him in due portion, in brackets, and breathed into him of my spirit, fall ye down in obedience unto him. فَإِذَا سَوَيْتُهُ, when I have fashioned him, وَنَفَّخْتُ فِيهِ, and breathed into him, وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ, and breathed into him of my spirit, فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي, of my spirit min ruhi faka'u lahu sajidin. Fall ye down in obedience unto him. So the falling down is here the sujada we do. Of course, you can't just fall down like that without any cause. So it's a matter of procedure. You do it gently. You don't fall down forcefully. So that's sujada or prostrating into obedience unto him. Fall ye down in obedience or in obeisance, unto him. And the commentary is 1968. 1968. Among other passages where the creation of Adam is referred to, compare the following: 2:30-39 and 7:11-25. VII 11-25. Note that here the emphasis is on 3 points. The emphasis is on 3 points. The breathing from God's Spirit. The breathing from the breathing from God's Spirit into man, i.e., the faculty of godlike knowledge and will, which, if rightly used, would give man superiority over other creatures. Then the origin of the origin of evil in arrogance and jealousy on the part of Satan, who who saw only the lower side of man, his clay, into brackets his clay, and failed to see the higher side, the faculty brought in from the Spirit of God. I love that. I love this commentary. The faculty brought to him from the Spirit of God. And three, that this evil touches those who yield to it and has no power over man's sincere servants, purified by this grace, purified by his grace, God's grace. Compare XV, that's 27:40-42. Full stop. Adam is not here mentioned by name, but only man. So man is superior to all creatures. All right, let's go to sign. That was 1968, and 1968 was commentary to sign 29. Now let's go to sign 30, which has no commentary. فسجد الملائكة كلهم فسجد الملائكة كلهم إجمعين إجمعون فسجد الملائكة كلهم أجمعون. That's all for it. Then we go to sign 30. No, that was sign 30 rather. We go to sign 31. Illa Iblisa Aba an yakuna ma'a sajidin. Aba an yakuna minal sajiin. Not so Iblis. Iblis didn't prostrate. Not so Iblis. He refused Abba to be among those who prostrated themselves. Illa Iblisa Abba an yakunu ma'a sajidin. And there are two commentaries to read. Not so commentary, then Iblis commentary. So let's go 1969 and 1970. 1969. Compare note 49 to chapter 2, sign 34. That's commentary for 1969. Then we have commentary 1970 to 1970 to the same sign, and that is on Iblis, 1970. Iblis, the name has in it the root idea of desperation or desperateness, the true idea of the root idea of desperateness or rebellion, Iblis. Compare note 52 to chapter 2, sign 26. Okay. Then again, note 1971. So three notes to sign 31, note 1931. Then themselves, preceded themselves, 1971. Apparently, Iblis's arrogance had two grounds. Apparently, Iblis's arrogance had two grounds. One, that man was made of clay, while he was made of fire. He, Iblis, was made of fire. Two, that he did not wish to do what others did. That's Satan, Iblis. Both grounds are false. In that one, those both grounds are false. One, because man had the spirit of God breathed into him. Because contempt of the angels who obeyed God's words showed not Iblis's superiority, but his inferiority. That's wisdom. And that's commentary 1971 to sign 31. Let's go to sign 32. Kala, ya Iblisu. Kala, God said, Kala, ya Iblisu, malaka Allah takunu ma'asajidin. Malakum Allah takunu minasajidin. God said, Oh, Iblis, what is your reason for not being among those who prostrated themselves? God asked Satan or Iblis. Let's hear his answer. No commentary there. Let's hear his answer. Kala, lam akun li asjida, lam akun li asjida li basharin halaktahu لبشر halaktahu min salsalin min hama'in masnunin. Satan said, Iblis said, I am not one to prostrate myself to man, whom thou didst create from sounding clay, from mud molded into shape. So this Satan talking to God, answering God. Okay, let's go to sign 34. Kala فاخرج Kala فاخرج منها فإنك رجيم فإنك رجيم. God said, then get thee out from here. That's from heaven, from the Jannah, from garden. Get ye out from here, for thou art rejected, accursed. This is where God cursed Satan. This is where God cursed Satan. That's 1534. This is where God cursed Satan. Uh, we go to the next sign, which is 35. وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكَ اللعنة إلى يوم الدين وإنك عليك النعمة ليوم الدين ليوم ليوم الدين إن عليك اللعنة إلى يوم الدين. God said, and the curse shall be on thee till the day of judgment. So Satan is cursed forever till the day of judgment. 1972 is the commentary. After the day of judgment, the whole constitution of the universe will be different. There will be a new world together, comma, on a wholly different plane. See chapter 21, sign 104. Now we go to sign 35. No, sign 36 rather. We go to sign 36. Iblis is still talking. He's still joy-joying with God. Okay. Kala Rabbi, فانظرني فانظرني إلى يوم يبعثون فانظرني على يوم يبعثون. Iblis said, "O my Lord, give me then respite till the day the dead are raised." So Iblis is asking God, Satan is asking God to give him some period of grace to do his work on mankind until the day God is raising all of us for judgment. So Satan is not there. He's not gone. He's there with us inside here or inside us all of the time. Till the day of judgment. Liyome din. Ila yome yab athuna. That will be raised up. Today that will be raised up. Not day of judgment, like I said. Not far away anyway. Because when you wake up, you'll be judged. 1973. 1973. What was the respite? What was the grace period? The curse on Iblis remained, i.e., he was deprived of God's grace and became in the spiritual world what an outlaw is in political kingdom of today. Is my own word, the political kingdom, full stop. But I add the political kingdom of today. Okay. An earthly kingdom may not be able to catch and destroy an outlaw, but God is omnipotent, and such power as Iblis may have may have and such power as Iblis may have can only come through the respite granted by God. The respite, then, is what is expressed in chapter 27:39 below. In Roman numerals, it is XV, which I read as 27, XV 39 below. In God's grant of limited free will is hyphenated. Free will to man is implied the faculty of choosing between good and evil, and the faculty is exercised through the temptations and allurements put forward by Satan, Iblis, full stop, comma. Uh, the open, the open enemy of man, the open enemy of man, full stop. Thus is for the period of man's probation on the earth, on this earth. Thus is the period of man's probation on this earth, full stop. Even so, even so, no temptations have power over the sincere worshippers of God who are purified by his grace. Viewers, note that the difference between man and other creatures is man and Iblis is the breath that man gave to God gave to man. Mm. Okay. Uh, that's 1973. 1973 to sign 36. Uh, that's the respite, the period that Satan asked for him. The explanation is here. Mm. Awitani. Oh, no, no, no. What was this respite? Very good. What was this respite? Mhm. The curse on Iblis remained, i.e., he was deprived of God's grace and became, in the spiritual world, what an oh, that was a note. That was comment note 1973, note 73 to sign 36. We now go to sign 37. Mm. We now go to sign 37. Kala, فإنك فإنك من المنذرين. فإنك من المنذرين. God then said, uh, till the day of the time appointed. No, 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 no. God said, Allah said, God said, respite is granted thee. Yes, God said, respite is granted thee. Mm. And 38 is till the day of the time appointed. Ila yomi wak, ila yomi waktil ma'lumin. Ila yomi wakti ma'lumin. Ila yomi wakti ma'lumi. Ila yomi maktil ma'lumi. Till the day of the time appointed. Mm. He also didn't, God didn't mention the exact, he said the time appointed for you. You are granted respite to that appointed time, mm, or for that appointed time, if you like. We now go to Psalm 39. Mm. They are still talking. Iblis is still talking. Okay. Uh, Kala, Rabbi, bima agwayna ni, bima agwayna ni la uzay, well, la uzaynanna lahum fil ardi. لأزينن لهم في الأرض. Iblis said, "Oh my Lord, because thou hast put me in the wrong, I will make wrong fair seeming to them on earth." Mm. So you can see Satan. He will make unrighteousness, in other words, unrighteousness, evil, seem good to man. Mm. Kala, Rabbi, bima agway nani la lazawainan lahum fil ardi, on earth. I will make wrong into brackets fair seeming fair, to man on earth. Mm, fil ardi. Wal wala ukwi la la ukwiyan nahum ajma'in. wala uk wiyan nahum ich ma'in. And I will put them all in the wrong. So he will put all of us, all mankind, in the wrong. But God is God. He has given you the respite. But you are now saying you put all in the wrong. And God will tell you, no, you can't. Let's go to 74 and 75. 1974 and 1975. That's commentaries for that. 1974. Agwe Agwe that's respite. Agwe Tani, it's not Agwe Nani. I read it wrongly. It's not Agwe Nani, but Agwe Tani. Rabbi Agwe Tani la us Zenana. So Agwe Tani is now explained here. Thrown me out of way. Thrown into brackets, Agwetani into brackets, into inverted commas, uh, single bracket commas. Thrown me out of the way, put me in wrong. Throw me out of the way, comma, put me in the wrong. For put me in the wrong, for throw me out of the way, he will make wrong doing seemingly fair to man. That's Agwetani. Throw me out of the way or put me in the wrong. Compare chapter 7:16 VII system. Satan cannot be straight or truthful even before God. Even before God. By his own arrogance and rebellion, he fell. He attributes this to God, full stop. Between God's righteous judgment and Satan's snares and temptations, there cannot be the remotest comparison. They cannot be the remotest comparison. Yet he presumes to put them on an equal footing. Yes, yet he presumes to put them on equal footing. That's he and God on equal footing. He is taking advantage of this respite. So because God has given him some time appointed, some respite, he is now talking to God as if they are on equal terms, equal levels. He is taking advantage of the respite. 1975. That's commentary to the same sign, 39, 1975. And it is on them. Iblis, into brackets, the Satan, Iblis, into brackets, the Satan, is powerless against God. He turns, therefore, against man. Good. So you see, when he throws him out, what can he do to God? He cannot retaliate. He can't do anything to God. So he vents his anger on man rather. Okay. That's commentary 75 to sign 91 to sign 39. Now we're going to sign 40, a short sign and without any comments. Illa ibadaka. Illa ibadaka minhum al-muhlisina. Illa ibadaka minhum al-muhlisina. Al-muhlasina. Except thy chosen servants among them, except thy chosen servants among them. That's what Satan is saying. Except God's chosen servants among men. Among them is among men. Then we go to 41. Then God said, Kala, Haza Siratu ala Mustaqim. Haza Siratu ala Mustaqimun. Or Haza Siratun ala Mustaqim. Uh, God said, this is for me a straight path. This is for me a straight path. 1976. That's the commentary, straight path. To be sincere in the worship of God is to obtain purification from all stain of evil and exemption from all influence of evil. Full stop. It changes the whole nature of man. Full stop. After that, evil cannot touch him. Full stop. Evil will acknowledge him to be beyond. Evil will acknowledge him to be beyond his power and will not even tempt him. Who? God. Human. The chosen ones of God. When they say him, the chosen ones of God. Full stop. Apart from such purified souls, everyone who worships God invites God's grace to protect him. Full stop. But if he puts himself in the way of wrong and deliberately chooses evil, he must take the consequences. That's man. He must take the consequences. Full stop. The blame is not even on Satan, the power of evil. It is on the sinner himself, who puts himself into his power. That's into Satan's power. Semicolon. Then we are being referred to 16, chapter 16, sign 22. And it's in Roman numerals, XIV. XIV, sign 22. And then sign XIV. If it's 16, then maybe that's Anahale. Pardon me if I'm wrong. And also 27, sign 42. 27 is in Roman numerals, XV, sign 22. And that is commentary 1976. 1970. That's sign 1976. That's commentary 1976 to sign 41. Commentary 1976 to sign 41. Now we're going to sign 42. And this is God speaking. What did he say? Inna ibadi laysa laka alayhim. Inna ibadi laysa laka alayhim sultanun. God said, for over my servants no authority shall thou have. No authority shall thou have. Illa man ibta'aka. Illa man ibta'aka min gawinin. Min gawinin. Have no authority shall thou have, except such as put themselves in the wrong and follow thee. Except men who have put themselves in the wrong and follow Satan. Satan will not have authority over mankind except this group. Let's go to Psalm 42. No commentary on it. So we continue to Psalm 43, which has no commentary either. Wa inna jahannama lamaw'iduhum. Inna jahannama lamaw'iduhum ijma'in. And verily, hell is the promised abode for them all. That's who those who choose to follow Satan. Mm. Those who choose to follow Satan and do wrong rather. And that's sign 43 without any commentary. We now go to the last sign, and that's sign 44. Mm. Sign 44. What does it say? Laha sab'atu abwabin. Laha sab'atu abwabin. لكل باب منهم لكل باب منهم جزء مقسوم جزء مقسوم لكل باب منهم جزء مقسوم. To it are seven gates. Abwabin laha sab'atun. Abwabin, to him are seven gates. Mm. And likulli babun minhum, to each gate door, to each gate of them. Likulli babun minhum juz'un maksumun. To each of those gates is a special in brackets, is a special class of sinners assigned. It's a special class of sinners assigned. Special is in bracket, of sinners also in brackets. A special, if we read without the brackets, it doesn't make much meaning. It's a assigned. So we read with the brackets to make a meaning. It's a special, for each of those gates is a special class of sinners assigned. So just like in heaven, we have darajat levels for various people with different efforts on earth in their worship, their righteousness, different degrees of righteousness in heaven. For those in heaven, different compartments for different grades of righteousness. So in hell, we have different classes. It's a special class for of sinners. I have different classes. And there's commentary to read 1977. 1977. The ways of sin. The ways of sin are numerous. The ways of sin are numerous. And if they are classified into seven, each of them points to a gate that leads to hell. Each of them leads to a gate that leads to hell. That is all for this section. That's section 3. And then in sign 44. We shall stop here. When we come back, we shall go to section 4. And it begins with sign 45. May God be with you all. Thank you very much. Bye.